Hey guys, this is Cody, and I'm going to show you how to scale one of these track pieces in case they don't fit on your 3D printer. So, the first thing you're going to want to do is download these files, and there's a number of files over here. And in this case, we're going to be scaling this piece so that it fits on our Bambu Labs P1S. So, you'll want to open your slicer, and you'll want to go ahead and load your file. So I went ahead and downloaded this previously. We got the files in here, and we're gonna go ahead and load up one of these long 18-inch pieces. Okay, so now you can see that this piece doesn't fit on the print bed. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to reorient this so to get in the orientation that we actually want to print. So I'm going to lay it on its face, and here you can see that it's way too tall. I'm going to go ahead and change this filament so we can see the color. And so now we got this gray color here. So this guy doesn't fit. So how do we scale it? Well, there's a handy button up here that lets us scale the 3D print. Now there's a toggle here that's important to make sure is unchecked, and that toggle is uniform scale. So if you have this checked and you try to scale this piece to be the right size, so let's just say I scale this, I want this to be half as high, I want it to be 9 inches tall, I know 9 inches fits on my printer, so I say I want this to be 50%. Oh no, what happened? The whole thing got smaller. Okay, so that happened because we were on uniform scaling, so I'm going to undo that, and then I'm going to uncheck uniform scaling. And now I'm going to scale this to 50% again. And this time, the print kept its width and its thickness, and it just shrunk the height of it. So now this print does fit on our printer. So we can do that again with another piece. So let's go ahead and delete this one. Let's add one of these other guys. Maybe let's just pick this one. So we're gonna pick this one. This one actually loads up in the right orientation, but it is still too tall. So I'm gonna again just change this color because my defaults, so you can't really see it. And then this particular model, and there's actually quite a few of these that I've noticed in going through this that need repaired. So you will want to make sure you repair this. For whatever reason, the library I use to export these to make the listing seems to have damaged the STLs. So I might actually re-upload a lot of this stuff, but I'm just going to repair this guy here. And then, so similar thing, we want to scale this to fit. This one is 304.8. We know that we can fit 350 on our printer, or we can choose to come in to exactly 9 inches, because we know 9 inches plus 9 inches is 18, and that's the full length that we actually want for sort of the setup that our track pillars are designed for. You may not want that, but that is what I would go for. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to say, okay, 9 inches is 228.6 millimeters. So I'm going to go back to my slicer, and whatever I said there, 228.6 I think is what I said. So we're just going to type in here that we want 228.6, and that's going to shrink this guy down. Now you may take into consideration that does, because we're scaling on this vertical axis, everything that's long on this axis is going to shrink, which includes these little connectors here. So these connectors did get shorter, and we can actually measure them to see how short they are now. In this case, they're 20 millimeters long at this point. That's really not that bad. That could work still. So that's not going to hurt anything. But yeah, so this was scaling the track to fit on a Bambu Labs P1S printer.